Okay. I was muted for this whole time. I was muted. What not? What the bit? What the bit? What the bit? What the bit? Y'all hear me? Testing, 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 testing. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like. My connection just disconnected for a bit. It literally, I don't know if it was like a small little outage, and then it came back. I'm like, what? What is this about? I do not know. And I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, and so now everything is back to normal. Hopefully it stays like that just for a little bit more. I'll hang in there for a little bit. Awesome. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Gabriel. Uh, I feel so naughty being in here so late. So naughty. I love it. I love it. I think I was third. Like, thank you. Thank you for the. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. Sometimes I like to touch myself all over on these stocks. Yeah, baby. Oh, sorry about that. Um, where did we leave off? What happened? You kicked me out and then came back in? Johnny, there's no such thing. But hit that like button, Johnny. Everybody spam that like button. Hit it. Hit it real good. Like that, yeah. Hit the like button. Show some love to the lion. Full trades. Let's go. So, did I switch already? No, I didn't. I didn't transition. Okay, I think I'm. Okay, I'm good now. Um, so yeah. Again, if you want to show some love, let me know. If you want to join and become a member of the Lion of All Trades, the Lion's Den, hit that join button. Show some love. If you want to get into the Discord, and it's $4.99 a month for level 2. And up to you. You can decide to do that, which will grant you access to the Discord. And if you just like to continue, well, you will get access to the Discord permanently. That's something that I didn't discuss with everybody. Once you get in that first month at level 2, you will permanently get access to the Discord, and you can always revert back to level 1 and continue on the support by all means, and you'll get all the goodies, the badges and the emojis and all that stuff. And I'd like to say thank you once again for being a member of the Lion's Den, and much love to you. Love you all, and thank you for being here with me, with the OGs and the OGs since day one, and for making this possible, and for giving me all of your vibes, your energy, your love. I love it. I love it. Because this community shares a lot of information, good information, great information, American information that no one has ever seen before in any other channel here. We're gonna do it great. We're gonna do it awesome, greatly, Americanly. And Zelly Zen is back in the stream. Zelly, good morning, rise and shine. LOML. Thank you for coming back and for being here. Thank you for your message here. Help support Lion's channel. Become a member. Level 2 gives you access to Lion's Discord. Join our community. You can also send a sticker or hit that subscribe button for free. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. Much love to everybody. From the Donald himself. Can you believe that? Donald Trump is here and he's supporting Lion all the way. Very hugely. Quite frankly, one of the best. So, thank you for taking the time out of your day, for being here. You want to just relax and have a drink of your preferred drink, and we're here to share information. I've gone through some information earlier before my stream got cut because of some technical difficulties with my connection. We were talking about earlier about the $1.5 billion in convertible notes offering that took place with GameStop, and you can read it on the Discord. I did share the link to that conversation that took place between ChatGPT and myself. It's going to be there available to read. So if you go to ChatGPT Combos, Not Financial Advice, you're going to see it right there, posted at 7:23 p.m. Eastern Time. You have it, an explanation about unsecured notes and everything else after that. So feel free to check that out. Foxy? Just a reminder that Foxy loves you, Zelly, and she came here a little earlier, just about an hour ago. It's been an hour since. I think it's been since. I think it feels like 2 hours already. Sheesh. But I like to say, yeah. Let me know what you think. Oh. Let me take my baby. So you're going to. I'm on the walk, so I will talk to you guys later. But I wanted to say hello. I'm gonna make a. Let's go. Yes. The first episode of Glenda's readings. Let's go. Drop that video when you do release it on the Discordies, and we'll talk to you later, Foxy. Enjoy your walk with the kitties. Where are the little kitties? Oh yeah. Thank you, Nana, for that comment. It goes recognized and appreciated. Thank you. Isn't that right, honey? What else do we have here? Let's look around. Where's Fishy at? Fishy. Fishy. Oh, this is exactly what I was looking at, huh? Yeah, there's that gap right there. Oh, see? Yeah, it's easy. All right, look. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Let me just lower this a little bit. Um. Yeah. So fishy. Yeah. So one thing I noticed right away. Okay. All right. If you take a look at the was it the weekly gap? The weekly gaparoonies. And you got this gap right here from before, back around 2017. I didn't realize that. You have this major resistance level. I want to say somewhere around 245, 250, right? Then after that, you have I want to say 340. Maybe a 340 around there, right? But yeah, there is this gap here that needs to be fulfilled and broken out of, and it's giving me somewhere around 125 to 145, 150. That would be awesome to see the stock to actually pulverize the shorts in a way. I would like to dive deep into this company and see what this is all about. So, what I usually like to do, Nana, is once, of course, if we talk about a stock that we've never heard of, someone introduces it to us, we go here and look at the overview. All right. As you can see, it had been up 58.27% in the last 5 days. In the last month, it's been up 66.52%. In the last 6 months, it's been up 221.26%. In the year, it's been up 252%. Currently, it has a shares float of what? Give me 1 second here. Did I actually search that here? No, I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look it up here on Webull. Maybe this will say a different number here. It does say that the free float is 527.81 million shares. Shares outstanding 538.27 million shares. The market cap is at 592.09 million. As you know, and I did look at the past. It seems like there hasn't been a single reverse split that had taken place with this stock in its history. I will knock on wood. Let me see. Sheesh. Looks like it's been around for some time there, since 2004. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. So, so Northern Dynasty Minerals engages in the exploration and development of gold and copper mineral properties. It holds interest in the Pebble Copper Gold Molybdenum project, which is an undeveloped copper gold molybdenum silver resource, and the company was founded in May 11th of 1983, headquartered in Vancouver, Canada. Okay. There is a website here that links us to the company. Let's see what this is all about here. Okay. Copper at $4.48 a pound. Gold is at $3,026.52 an ounce, hitting a new record. Look at this. What do you know? Latest news. March 24th. Northern Dynasty. President Trump signs executive order to increase America's mineral production. Let's read into this. So, Northern Dynasty Minerals and its 100% owned U.S.-based subsidiary Pebble Limited Partnership, Pebble Partnership or PLP, provides commentary on the executive order issued by President Donald Trump on March 20th, 2025, titled, quote, Immediate Measures to Increase America's Mineral Production. In the executive order, the president highlighted the past prominence of the U.S. mining industry and the importance of securing a stable and predictable supply of minerals, including copper and gold, that are essential for defense, technology, and infrastructure. It also directed federal agencies to expedite approvals for domestic mineral production projects. The executive order was published on the public registry, and the full text of the executive order can be found at the following link, which I will indeed link that right now on the Discord. I'm going to put this here for everyone to read, and then I will then paste this here. And then so forth to read here. Located in the state of Alaska, Pebble is the world's largest undeveloped copper deposit. And in addition to a sizable amount of gold, molybdenum, and silver, the deposit also contains a significant resource of rhenium, which is a mineral used in military applications. Let's take a look further of this mineral. Rhenium, let's Google it, is a rare silvery white and extremely hard transition metal with a very high melting point. It's used in many industrial applications, including jet engines, petroleum refining, and electrical contacts. Is a chemical element. It has symbol Re and atomic number 75. It's a silver gray, heavy, third row transition metal in group 7 of the periodic table. With an estimated average concentration of 1 part per billion, rhenium is one of the rarest elements in the Earth's crust. Oh yeah. Check this out. The current price of rhenium is $2,485.90 per kilogram. Look at that. Whew. So anyways, going back to this article here. The 2020 final environmental impact study highlighted how the project could result in significant economic benefits, both in terms of high-paying jobs as well as tax revenues for the local Alaskan communities, the state, and the U.S., said Ron Thiessen, CEO and president of Northern Dynasty. So, about Northern Dynasty Minerals, it's a mineral exploration and development company based in Vancouver, Canada. Northern Dynasty's principal asset owned through its wholly owned Alaska-based U.S. subsidiary, Pebble Limited Partnership, and its 100% interest in a contiguous block of 1,840 mineral claims in southwest Alaska, including the Pebble deposit, located 200 miles from Anchorage and 125 miles from Bristol Bay. All right. And by the way, not sponsored and not promoting the stock. We're just simply doing research. We are looking it up. seeing what this company is all about and its potential. And due to this executive order, what benefits it could have in terms of this situation. All right, so we're going to let's see. We're going to check the news before that. February 18th says Pebble Partnership consents to EPA's request for 90-day abeyance for new agency leadership to decide how to proceed. See, the 90-day period will give the new administration time to familiarize themselves with the new issues presented in the case and to decide how they wish to proceed. We believe the EPA acted inappropriately when they vetoed any mining activity on the world's largest undeveloped copper deposit. The U.S. is fortunate to have such a strategically important deposit like this on American soil, and we are eager to get back before the U.S. ACE and renew discussions regarding their permit. Okay. Let's see. So, anyways, that is your little research there on this company. Knick knack, patty whack, give your dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. So, did you know Lion likes to touch himself all over these stocks? Oh my gosh. I can't with you. I can't. I just can't. For real. Yes, I literally like to touch myself on all over these stocks with every bit of stroke and feeling that I have in terms of finding these stocks. Very attractive and hot and bothered. Gets me all growled up and roaring for more. I feel like perhaps this might have potential for some explosion deep inside these charts, which perhaps maybe in the near future could definitely break past 150 if possible. But then again, you could experience a lot of ups and downs, but who knows? Who knows with the pressure that has been rising and building up in precious metals in general, with silver and gold. You know, look at the weekly on silver. How good does that look? That looks like it's ready for a bigger rise than I thought, right? Very huge, right? Very long. And we're trying to see if it actually does maintain that pattern and try to break past over $35 an ounce. Maybe next month, who knows? We just gotta see. So then we have gold. Gold looks even. Oh my gosh, so precious, so erect, all right, and long, all right. You know what I'm saying, so we just have to keep an eye on these precious metals, and just know that since you have HYMC, I believe Eric has EXK, right? EXK, which has been, holding on pretty much around this range, around 440, 450. I really think it has a lot more potential, but we never know. So I want to say it for now. And thank you, Nana. Too kind. I that means a lot. For real. I even think to myself, what happened? Like at this point, like I should have like 20K subscribers or maybe 50K. I don't know. I'm pretty much I'm pretty much open like that, you know? And I like to utilize this mic for a lot of things. In terms of what we can find as for future opportunities and for uh, for entry points where we can be able to exercise our decisions to get in deep into any stock that we talk about and profit off of it, not financial advice. And I feel like Eric definitely knows a lot. In terms of EXK, you can ask him, and you can ask him about other things too. He knows. If I can go ahead and search, for example, EXK, all right, not to say to buy or do anything like that because that's based on your decision and what you want to do. It's not up to me. You know what I'm saying? But we've been talking about EXK since I think July of last year, and I think just before it can get up to $3 a share. And look, ever since I want to say around maybe what did I say, July? Holy crap! I think it was probably around this point. Wait, no. Where's July at? Okay, July was right over here. So yeah, maybe around this point, right here is where we started talking about EXK, where we discovered EXK, and then it rallied up all the way to as high as $5. Came back down to test these levels that are around under $3, even under two. Was it 250? Yeah, 246. Right off this bounce, and it went as high as 567. Not too bad there. So I had created this ascending channel where I think that this could retest $4. That's going to be a critical level of support, and see if it actually retests, if it bounces off this lower trend line and stay within that channel. And not only EXK, all right, you got Vizsla Sizzla, which also holds somewhat of a similar trend, if you notice. See that? So if I can go ahead and create that same channel, as you can see. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Right here. Oh my god, like that. Like this. Just maybe here. Yeah, it's like similar, And it's at 228. Ooh, as a matter of fact. Ooh, give me a second. Ooh, hold on. Oh yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Alright, give me 1 second here. Oh man, that's a lot of shares. Oh no. Ugh. Alright, 8,500,000 short shares available. Oh no, I mean that's subject to change. Alright, hold on. Let me read the comments here. How does DZ have more subscribers? I love Lion. Love you too. Lion talks my language. Dirty. Zelly, Lion asked me a question. Uh-oh. Can Railtown merge with Plowtown? Or can Railtown merge with Pound Town? I think that's what you meant to say, right? I mean, what sounds a lot more aggressive? Plowing, or pounding? NSA. And if we can take a look at HYMC once again on the daily chart to see we can find some similar attributes here. Oh my god. You can see it act. Wait a minute. I feel like this has. Oh right. I did discuss this earlier. So I had this box, and hopefully it can stay within this range between 320, I guess 315, and 350, around there. That last wake up there yesterday to 368. So you know it has potential to reach $4. I know for a fact, and especially with silver holding up right there. All right, because I feel like if silver can reach to 35 an ounce, $35 an ounce, and gold, and all the rest. Oh God. I believe that there is definitely potential to see, EXK, HYMC, Vizsla, Sizzla, Barrick. They're all gonna eventually start moving alongside with the precious metals. So definitely have patience for that. You still have a lot of time. A lot of time, for sure. Now, now, again, just to go back over, Eric, we got oil almost at $70. Actually, it did touch $70 today. $70.19 per barrel. Get ready to see more hikes on gas prices, right? I think if this were to continue to rise, I think that at that rate we might see $72 an ounce. I mean, $72 per barrel. And by that, you have your stocks like Indo, which we were talking about too earlier. Indo is still consolidating, believe it or not, within this regression. We have this regression here, just like that, right? And it's been consolidating within this regression trend for a while, and looks like it's trying to pick right back up. Let me just stretch it out, spread it wide, and you can see here that it's very prominent, very possible that this could reach back over $3 a share. You have the candle closing just at the very tip of that 48 EMA, and you got the 13 EMA ready to just cross right over that 48 and that bullish crossover. And once that happens, and if all follows with oil, rising up to 72, you'll definitely see that little surge there and try to kick it right back over the $3 a share. In my opinion, NFA, just a prediction. So I'm going to be looking close at Indo. HUSA is actually now under $1, to be exactly 82 cents. 82 cents. I don't know why it dropped 13.40% below. But I don't know, maybe by the rip and right on the rip. Let's see, $5 foot long. Wait, okay, let me catch up to y'all right now. Let me see. Lion goes into details. Hell yeah. I go straight into it. I dive down deep. And I do it raw. Anyways, Zelly asks, how can we get him to 1,000 subs? How is that possible? Guys and gals. Lions and lionesses. How is it possible for me to get to 1K subscribers? Well, what will that take? And as we're uh, saying that, yeah. So SLB, where's SLB at? I thought I had it here. SLB Schlumberg Schlumberger. There you go. So Schlumberger has a Okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. Schlumberger on the weekly. If you notice on the weekly here, just uh 3 days into this weekly candle, and you can see it. It actually has been rising. Wow. So it had opened at around 41.32. It has gone up at a high of 43.35, a low of 41.13, and closed today at 42.42. So it is definitely higher than the past previous couple of weekly candles there. So it's holding up pretty good. It's above the 13 EMA. And the ADX on the weekly wants to cross back over, I mean the green, over the red. So again, with that and oil coming back up, it could definitely benefit from there. And who knows, it might just hit back over 43.50, even as high as 45 if it permits. So definitely watch that. Watch Oxy. Oxy is also on the weekly here consolidating. MACD is having a nice bounce here. Have you guys noticed this? Whatever. Like, look at this. This actually kind of reminds you of a bullish bull flag, huh? Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. And if you look real closely, look at that beautiful bounce there, huh? Got a nice green weekly MACD bar, which represents bullish momentum to the upside. The daily looks, oof. Oh my god. Oh yeah. You know what? Oxy is gonna have to be another one to watch. Cause look at this trend. You already have the trend here. You have the ADX in the green coming back up. And it's close to breaking 50. Which is well, I guess we could say that is what is possible. Wait, Nana's going? Oh shoot. Nana is going night. Alright, so I feel maybe yeah, I will. Night. Have to get up early listening on TV. Bet I have sexy dreams. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen. That is a first. Watch out, Gabriel. Give you a green heart. Oh my gosh. James Price, welcome back. JP. Nana, you wild for that. hopefully everything hopefully everything goes well with that doctor's appointment. And that y'all are healthy, 100%. Nana, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining. And I will be back. Well, actually, it depends on what happens tomorrow. Um, guys, let me see because I am still trying. I might have some handball after work. Thursday around maybe 5:30 p.m. So I might just do an evening stream afterwards when I get back home. And what? What you want? Yeah, I know. Gosh darn it! Like, okay. All right. Conyo, okay. No, stop. Oh my gosh. Wow. She is a fighter. She is definitely a fighter. 4 years fighting stage 4 cervical cancer. My positive vibes goes out to her. Positive energy, everything that I hope that she keeps fighting. And do whatever you can. I know there's things out there that I'm sure that is going to be able to help her out. I know for a fact that one of these days that it's going to go away. I hope it goes away. I pray it does. And just keep fighting with her. And we're all going to be fighting with her. Alright, so wow, that hit me. That hit me. But yeah, just make sure that she's on top of everything. That she got everything that she needs, as you know. And we'll keep doing research from there. So by all means, we'll continue to have fun for her, for you, for everybody. And I'd like to thank you for your vibes and your energy and for these past couple of days since you came into the channel. So thank you. And thank you for sharing. And keep us posted. Definitely keep us posted. And I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow for another stream. Excuse me. Okay. Yes, yes. What we need is for Jimmy to freaking blow. Not like that. Like, blow up to the upside. And, you know. Oh, as a matter of fact, we are seeing a recovery. Now, I want to say that it's not related to what the market is doing. But and the light and the lighter thing, I don't know how to say it. The light and the light something. GameStop is back over $27. Okay. Um, I don't know what your situations is with the calls. Let me know. Oh no, not at all, Nana. Not at all, Nana. Definitely not bringing down anything. All right. All we wish is positive vibes, healing vibes, and all of that. And we'll be positive for her. We'll keep having fun. Bring up that energy. Bring in that heat. And still holding diamond handing. Much love, Nana. For real. Let me know what you need, girl. Yeah. Na 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 na. All right, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. What? Okay, so Fishy and Gabe had calls. Okay. I want to know. Are you guys in the money? Because that's what matters. All right. I'm gonna light one up for Jimmy, so that Jimmy can recover from this news and get sent back up to $28 a share. Hopefully, before this week is over, we can get to see Jimmy do it. We can get to see Jimmy back in that range from 28 and above. Hallelujahs. Praise the Lord. That Jimmy, oh Jimmy, can explode into the heavens and rocket y'all to the moon. Not financial advice. So we really need rockets for Jimmy and Amy. Amen to that. Hallelujahs. We're going to make sure at the same time that we all think smart about what we do with options here, because sometimes options can go the other way in the name of Gabe. We all need to steer our focus in the right way. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm acting stupid. Anyway, listen. I know it's when it comes, and it's always when it comes to like AMC and GME. we do tend to get into our degenerative ways, degenex, right? And sometimes we YOLO, and we'll be like, oh my God, I'm gonna get into these calls, and then we lose sight of the bigger picture and seeing what is actually happening with these stocks. So let's say, I mean, like, listen, all right, before the earnings, as an example, I mean, you pretty much had GME right at $24.99 in the afternoon of yesterday, and we was pretty much in that range when that news hit this afternoon at 4 p.m. right at a low of 25.20. So if you had gotten $25 calls, let's say, for example, again, expiring this Friday, technically you're still in the money, you're deep in, and it's $27. So therefore, you still have pretty much 2 more days to decide what you want to do with it. It's your decision. But just know, theta is a bitch, and it's going to affect your calls greatly if you do not do it in time and make your decision. All right? Either you take what you can, secure that bag and run away. If it holds anywhere above 27, that is going to be your cap. All right, let's just say that will be your cap. 27. You're way deep in there. So deep. From there, let's just say, for example, right, this is just for educational purposes only, not financial advice, but let's say, at those $25 calls and expiring this Friday, theta is at risk. And if you have multiple contracts, obviously what you could do is pretty much in brackets, well, not in brackets, but like you do it in certain levels where you're like, oh, well, I'm going to be able to sell a couple of contracts at around 27, since I'm deep in the money. And if I see it, driving back to the upside around 27.60, around, by about 28, I'm going to sell another couple of contracts and then just ride the rest. But if it starts to come back down and reject this 200 moving average, for example, here on the 5-minute chart, that's going to be your cap to where you decide, you know what, I'm just going to secure the whole entire thing and not risk theta affecting my contracts and have me leave with nothing. And you go in and you secure that bag. You take that bag because you earned it. You take that bag and you run away with it, yeah, because you earned it, yeah. Macho Man thinks you deserve to get the most out of your contracts, yeah. You're gonna run away with that money, I'm going crazy. As an example, of course, right? Daisy Rockets in the chat. You pressed the like button? I'm glad you did, TC. Welcome back. I'm just here just having fun. Right? I'm having fun here. Hope you are having fun as well, DZ. Just explaining, pretty much what to do in these circumstances. Well, you do not want theta to ruin your contracts, okay? So For example, you pretty much had a bigger opportunity when it almost hit 30 earlier today. You had many opportunities up here. In most cases, you know, you got in at the bottom at 25 and change. You printed very, very hard. And you had that opportunity at the top right here to take your profits. And then from here, because you know what? Why be biased? Why only be on the side of calls? Yeah? When you could just write down, back down to puts. For example, you know, $28 puts, whatever profits you had, boom. You just made a crap ton off of that news, of the dilution. And then it would have to hold right underneath 28 and below, so that your puts would then print. And then when the market opens, well, you get out of your puts. Oh my God. Just an example. Just an example, all right? But right now, depending on what the market is doing, let's see. What is the SPY doing right now? Oh. Okay, so the SPY is actually trying to recover too. So it might, in a way, in an essence, try to help GME and the rest of the market recover from its losses and push right back up. Maybe it might come back to 570 if this continues. You can definitely see that 50 moving average consolidating. All the other moving averages here also trying to curl right back up, including the VWAP. It's actually trading above the VWAP. And so the first target would have to be 569, right? What do you think? What do you think about that? But if anything does occur overnight, also on top of the fact that we do have GDP at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, that could change things in the market. If positive, of course, that will bring the markets back up in recovery. But if something goes wrong with the GDP data, we might just continue down the path of destruction of the SPY and the rest of the markets, and we might see the SPY hit new day lows, perhaps 565, and also affecting the rest of the market too as well, including GME and AMC and Tesla and Nvidia, which was also affected today. And look at that, and as we speak, Tesla is not looking too bueno. All right, we have a little pullback here happening right now as we speak. The 50-day moving average here trying to curl right back down alongside with the 9 and the 20. No bueno, no bueno. We see that drop here. Whew. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh yeah, we got GDP. TP's mic will be on.
All right. So here we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back to Bitcoin right real quick. It looks like somehow Bitcoin is trying to actually recover and try to come back to 88,000. If that's the case, you know, they might just do that. But look at this, right? Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Let me focus. We do have the 1348 just above the 200 EMA. Okay, that's usually bullish. Bullish. So we might have a chance at seeing Bitcoin try to run right past 87,600, and perhaps we get a little pop and try to retest 88,000. which would actually benefit in pushing the market a little bit more. But what is happening with Tesla? We don't know. We don't know. We do not know. But you can see it right there. You can see the SPY trying to climb back up, just like Bitcoin is. Maybe there is some news that just happened and we do not know about. So we're going to take a look at what happened in today's news with Tesla. If my computer can just load it a lot faster enough. By the way, I'm going to have my laptop now in a few days. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is as of 8 p.m. I think. I think that's 8 p.m. No, that's not 8 p.m. Hold on. Oh no, wait. This was okay. Hold on. 8, 7, 6. Okay, 6 o'clock. This was at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And it says here, Trump announces automobile import tariffs. So U.S. President Donald Trump said late on Wednesday the United States will effectively charge a 25% tariff on all cars not made in the country, and added that the new tariffs on cars and light trucks imported into the United States will be permanent. Let's see, shares of General Motors, Ford fell in extended trade after Trump's announcement, while shares of Tesla initially fell, then bounced after the president said tariffs could be neutral for Tesla. But for some reason, it's interesting how it's not really looking neutral right now. So I don't know if something else is going on. So I want to go and quickly check on Twitter real quick. Whew. So, wow, so there is actually a Tesla camera, Tesla dash cam Twitter page. There's a lot of followers here. Tesla Cybertruck vandalizing here. Wow, Jersey City. That is a huge. Wait, what is that? Oh no, no. That is disgusting. Yo, there's people that are doing disgusting things to Tesla Cybertrucks. Oh my gosh. TMI, I saw that one video of that one guy that actually vomited on top of a Tesla and rubbed it all over. I think at this point, I think Donald Trump should make that illegal, and vandalizing people's cars and stuff. That is nasty. He literally took the dog's poop and smeared it all over the Cybertruck. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Yeah, I'm here walking my dog. Oh, look, I got this little piece of poopy. Oh, look, it's a Cybertruck. Ugh. I'm gonna just, let me just, yeah, just smear it all over your damn truck. And like, how is it that people don't even realize, like there's a camera on every Tesla that you're not gonna get caught? Oh, hello. I guess you haven't been doing your research? You piece of dookie. Look at this. Come on now. What are you, huh? What are you with your little mustache there? Poor doggy. He's gotta have an owner like that. What did this person do? Let's see. Really, just pulls up next to the Tesla Cybertruck in a Toyota Prius. Oh my God. Let's see. Look at this, is a Tesla. God, look at this piece of cocky. What I'm gonna do with this guy? Really? Really? This girl really hocked Tua on the Tesla, and she said hocked, spat in that thing, and then on top of that, like, come on now. Wait, okay, hold on. Let's listen to this here.
Sí, porque ellos no se lo han bajado porque no saben exactamente. Yo creo que le van a dar un coso ahora de 12 horas, ¿no? De 5 horas. Se jodió esto. Se jodió, pero le van a robar todo. De la muchacha esta de pendeja que se dejaba dar del marido.
Let's see, what is this all about? In about 2 months, we will see this thing on the roads.
No, ese fue el que quitaron.
Whoa, what is this?
Lo dejaron sin nada. Del papá.
Wait, is that for real?
¿Y quién es este? Esta es la mamá.
Whoa, what is that?
Ella.
Is that just a concept or what?
Mira, mira. Tu dinero. Ah, para eso fue, mira.
Let's see, wait, why would you
Pero este de dinero,
really you elbow and you smash your own car door to smash a Tesla next to it? What? Really? You want to damage your own car to damage someone else's car? What is this?
haciéndole caso.
Okay, what is this now? Oh, she another one that hocked to it on the window. Disgusting. Look at, really? What is this? Like if that's not suspicious enough. What is he doing? Is he digging? What is he doing? What does he have in his pocket? Poop?
Y esta que va a hacerse la gloria, esta se va a ir con el policía.
Oh, okay, no. Oh, he's.
Este le consiguió.
What are you trying to do? You trying to put a Cybertruck on fire? Like, trying to set it on fire? What the hell, dude? What? Alright, that's enough. Actually, yeah, Trey just posted. Sure, let's look at what Trey has to say. Mr. Trey trades. What is it? It's only Trey, right? Okay, it's Trey. No, I don't want to look at that. What this one here? VC Trades replying to Siggy and Trades. You will be at Unity will be at $2 to $4 in a year or faster. What? Oh, on YouTube? um. Um. Hmm. On YouTube, let's see. On YouTube, let's see. I lost millions, bro. I'm just trying to dig my hole deeper and need your help. Trey, something along those lines. Oh no, wait, is that the same?
I mean, if it.
¿Tú no me oyes?
Um.
Pero ven acá, mira. Mira que ahora. Mira. Pero mira dónde apareció ya. El loco ese caco pelado apareció.
Wait, he
Mira otro donde andaba. Mira.
analyzing his 253% spy trade. So he did a spy trade.
Mira, y este.
Good for him.
Están por allá trabajando como salimos.
Look at that. He got 78,000 views in 6 days over that video.
Le consiguen cosas.
Oh, right. He deleted. No, he didn't delete. Hold on. Yeah, he did. Wow. Oh, he still has. How smart is this? He still has the video of him with an interview with Adam Marin, and then he still has a video of his AMC stock exit strategy. How did that work? Why I regret taking anabolic steroids. 7 months ago, he had 50K views. He got. Get.
Te va a decir que sí. No, mira, hablándole de que te va a hablar la policía para decir todo lo
200 EMA filtered parabolic SAR. What is he using? EMA 200 what? I used to sit under my recliner with my popcorn and snuggle and listen to Trey every night. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. Nah. Because then I don't want to be like. Don't want to be putting his name out there on my channel. Screw that. No. So wait, WTF exists or something? What is this? Ticker symbol? Ticker symbol WTF. There's a WTFC. Crypto? Solana? Is it what this? Oh no, that's coming down. Hard. Oh, it's an IPO. It's not listed. It's not listed. And I don't see it. Unless let me see. No. I would have probably have to look at on Webull. WTF. This one, Watton Financial Limited. Volume analysis. It says the PE at 100 to 150. Market cap is at 102.82 million to between that and 259.24 million. Is there a there's no there's no wait. It has to be somewhere here. Options. Markets. Because I don't think I could view it here. Where's IPOs? IPO here. IPO WTF. Okay, so offer price is going to be somewhere between $4 to $6 a share. The deadline is going to be until March 31st. The listing date is going to be on Monday. No, wait. No, that's not right. That's, what am I talking about? That's Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday, April 1st is when they're going to they're going to list WTF. So why do I think zero supply? Yeah, so you can pre-order on Weeble. On Weeble. And then yeah, you can apply. Let's apply, right? And then what you do is, pretty much, okay, I, I like to, I want to buy, not financial advice. I would like to buy maybe $500 worth of this stock. Oh, what is this? Oh, of course, because I only have 19 cents on my Weeble. And for example, it'll purchase what? This is $4 to $6 a share price range. You put in, I guess, 100. I'll put 100 shares for $500 for 100 shares of $5 a share or $4 a share. Let's view the prospectus. The prospectus. Oh no, fishy. No way. Really, dude? How is semen looking? Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm reading this, man. You know what this means? You know what this means? Oh my gosh. This is a this is from Hong Kong. Look at this. Suites 3-60506, 36th floor. Tower 6, the Gateway, Harbor City. Shim Sha Sui, Kowloon, Hong Kong. And then the Cogency Global Inc. East 42nd Street, 122, 18th floor. So that's somewhere in Midtown Manhattan, right there. Wait, that's the zip code. Wait, let me research this. Hold on. Cogency. Oh, I know where this is. Oh my god. So Cogency Global Statutory Representation. Is proud to offer competitive, comprehensive, and timely services from professionals who are proven industry leaders. At Cogency Global, we are real people delivering real solutions to help you succeed. Whether you're a corporate lawyer, international business owner, busy paralegal, or running a nonprofit, we understand the nuanced challenges you face. We are here to help you remain compliant and thrive.
Let me see something here. I'm stupid. Companies. We provide tailored services and global reach to get you started with business formation to keep you compliant and process. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. So I guess that's their company to get their company started. I don't know. Anyways, the information in this prospectus is not complete and may be changed. We will not sell these securities until the registration statement filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is effective. This prospectus is not an offer to sell these securities and is not soliciting an offer to buy these securities in any state where the offer or sale is not permitted. So 5 million ordinary shares. This is an initial public offering of 5 million ordinary shares, no par value per share, of Watton Financial Limited, a company incorporated in the British Virgin Islands. We expect the initial public offering price will be between $4 to $6 per ordinary share. Prior to this offering, there has been no public market for our ordinary shares. We have applied to list our ordinary shares on the NASDAQ Capital Market under the symbol WTF. This offering is contingent upon us listing our ordinary shares on the NASDAQ Capital Market. There can be no assurance that we will be successful in listing our ordinary shares on the NASDAQ Capital Market. We are an, quote, emerging growth company as defined under applicable U.S. federal securities laws and are therefore eligible for reduced public company reporting requirements. So they're a BVI business company, limited by shares, incorporated in the British Virgin Islands. We currently qualify for treatment as a foreign private issuer. As a foreign private issuer, we will not be required to file periodic reports and financial statements with the SEC as frequently or as promptly as domestic registrants whose securities are registered under the SEC as amended or the Exchange Act. Read this here. Investors purchasing shares in this offering are purchasing shares of Watton Financial Limited, a British Virgin Islands holding company, rather than the shares of Watton Financial Limited's subsidiaries that conduct substantive business operations in Hong Kong. Watton Financial Limited is not a Hong Kong operating company, but is rather a holding company incorporated in the British Virgin Islands. Watton Financial Limited has no material operations of its own and conducts substantive business operations through its subsidiaries based in Hong Kong. Donkey Kong. Our subsidiaries are controlled by Watton Financial Limited through equity ownership. For a description of our corporate structure, corporate history and structure, blah, 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 blah. Investors in this offering may never directly hold any equity interest in Watton Financial Limited's subsidiaries that conduct substantive business operations in Hong Kong. Stay with me. All right, so you're basically a Hong Kong stock, okay, IPO stock. So is this gonna be like another HKD? Overflow. God, so stay with me. NFA, please don't sue me. Carl Jr.'s. Say word. All right. So 693. 9,000 shares, short shares available. What about Nix? Nixie. 67.673 cost to borrow. Okay. Do that. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have no powder for that, but damn, can you believe markets were down here? Oh, Shenzhen is actually red now. Never mind. It was just green. Um. Hmm. Okay. SPY is actually climbing a little higher now. It's in the green at 568.85, approaching 569. If that continues, maybe see 570, and then wait until GDP data comes out at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time and see what happens. Gary, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How's it going, Gary? Gary. Go 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 go. Oh, you're doing a software update. Got it. I had to do that early this morning. So, damn. All right. So the listing is on April 1st. The reason why he said, is it a joke? Because it's April 1st when it's getting listed. Speaking of Hong Kong IPOs, I'm surprised to see HKD is still alive. After all this time. So look at that, huh? Still, I mean, it looks like it's actually coming back down, so. Remember when HKD went from like $12 all the way to as high as $2,555 a share? Pepperidge Farm remembers. What if WTF were to do another HKD? How crazy would that be, huh? How crazy would that be? I always wonder about that, huh? WTF. You know how many people will actually, in theory, you know how many people will actually get into that IPO just because of the name too? I mean the ticker symbol, WTF. You know how many people love to use that abbreviated word? WTF. What the F? And it's a Hong Kong IPO. Technically, it's not from Hong Kong. Technically speaking, it's not from Hong Kong. But if it has the word Hong Kong in it, it's still a Hong Kong IPO, in my opinion. Anyways, how is crypto and miners doing, Lion? Thank you for that question, Zelly. Thank you. And how is crypto doing? Well, crypto is trying to find its way back right now, as we see here, Bitcoin, for example, which was at a low of 85,850, and just before market close, it started to rally back up to a high of 87,429, then sold off again um, into after market hours, and then bounced up one more time to go even higher than the last price mentioned at the top here, to as high as 87,702. But now we're facing a little bit of a pullback, so we don't know. I mean, this could be short-lived, and then all of a sudden, later on tonight, we might see a pullback and, pretty much see it go back down to those levels down below, and confirm that the markets are still on a downtrend, theoretically, supposedly. So just and on top of miners, the miners here, Bitcoin miners, since we see that happening to Bitcoin, we take a look at, for example, Mara. Where's Mara? So Mara is back up, right? Because of that uptrend that took place. And it was at a low of 1347 today, the day's low. And now it's attempting to once again retest $14. But as of right now, it has to go through the 200-day moving average on the 5-minute chart. But again, if Bitcoin does pull back from here and resists, then you will see Mara and Riot and Misty and Wolf and Huddy and Riot and all the other Bitcoin miners do the same exact thing and pull back, and probably reattempt to come back down to 1370 and 1350, which is the last level of support. And speaking of Bitcoin miners, where is Miss MicroStrategy right now? MicroStrategy, pretty much the same thing. So you can see it's the same algorithm taking place. All right, we see a rejection here at the 200 moving average. So Bitcoin is trying to break out of that, but at the same time, it's having a resistance. It's having a battle. If it doesn't fulfill, and if it doesn't break over 88,000 and it pulls back, then that's what's going to happen. If not, then you will know otherwise, that those miners will be coming back up, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I went full retard on GME calls late afternoon. I'm still trying to process the stupidity, but I'll get there. Wait, so I'm guessing you kind of FOMO'd, and then the hype of earnings and the fact that GME was looking like it was gonna break right through $30. The pretty much the intention of getting calls at that moment have caused you to be blinded by the news that happened afterwards during after market hours, and they literally just gave you a low blow And now, I mean, like I said earlier before, it depends on what strike you got it in, what expiration date you got into it. I mean, you don't really have to disclose that information. You can always disclose it on the Discord. Let me figure it out. You're welcome, Zelly. Thank you for your question. Um, because I mean, it's just random. For me, it's random to see like, even a day after earnings, where, you know, GameStop went up, and then they delivered that news the day after, and it's like, so now they made money on the way up, and then they did this offering or whatever. No, this is not no ape, so you don't really have to worry about that. It's far from that. It's far from that. So we can never compare what happened with AMC and Ape with whatever happened today. And I hope to never ever see that again, and for us to be able to experience such a disgusting strategy that I think should have never happened in the first place. Disgusting. It was like a piece of candy, and everybody just went for it and got trapped. You know? But I'm not going to get into that, because it will then drive me a little ape shit. So that's why, in terms of that, and what we usually see, and the crazy swings left and right, whenever you have that opportunity to just be like, you know what, I made enough here. It's time for me to secure the bag. At that moment, you got to go with your gut feeling. But in times of, hype and the emotion of seeing GME and AMC pushing up a couple of dollars, yeah, it's going to have us, feeling that emotion again like before. And then we're going to have that diamond hand mentality and be like, oh my God, because I think it's going to break, and it's going to go, and it's going to go past 30 and 40. And then the trap is set, and then things like this happen, and then we're like, WTF? Are you kidding me? And at times people just give up right there and then and there, and they never look back. And they get destroyed. And it sucks. So we don't want to go through that experience again. We've been through enough as is. So whatever the case is, I'm not talking for everybody, but just saying, we got to change the mentality a little bit and take whatever opportunity is possible and whatever opportunity they give us right in front of us, in our faces. And also listen to the charts at the same time and look when you zoom out, when in doubt, and know what it's trying to do. So that way you will know when it's that time to make a decision, and you run away with the bag. Not financial advice. We can't let that happen again. We can't. But I hope and I manifest that that GME can recover from this drop and from this news, and more investors and perhaps institutes become aware of this drop and buy the dip and retest these levels once again before this week is over and reach back up to 28 and above and complete this week with a green weekly candle. Let's go to the weekly candle. I mean, yeah, you know what? Let's go to the weekly chart real quick just to see how it looks like. And then from there, we'll see. We'll see. Now, when in doubt, zoom out. Oh my God, what is that about? But you know, but you know. Now, I must say that this weekly chart looks, it still looks amazing to me. It looks really good because, one, you're above the 200 exponential moving average, right? You see that green line right there? So we're technically in a bullish trend. You have potentially, you got the 1348, right? You have the 48 now flat and potentially curling up, which is good in my opinion. And now what's left over is the 13 EMA, which needs to curl up. So what we need is for this candle to end up back at $29, which is possibly, in my opinion, the next goal price target for GME, and we would need GME to stay above 29 before this weekly candle closes, so that the next week could continue on a path towards more green and more than definitely see GME break past 30 and to create new day highs. Non-financial advice. I wonder now that that's being said, what about the bearish case scenario? Okay, I just gave you the bullish case scenario, all right? What about the bearish case scenario, and what to do to prepare yourself in case, if let's say market trend further becomes bearish and it affects the performance of the stock, and it continues to drop down. Obviously, you do not want to risk your calls from expiring worthless. If there's no way for this to come back up from here, then what are you going to do? You're going to have to, unfortunately, take what you can in order to salvage what was left over and just wait for the next bottom, which would either be right in the range between 26. I'm just making the guess here, right? Don't quote me on this. But I would like to also manifest that we would see the bullish case scenario. Okay? So if that happens, you either have somewhere between 26 and 26.50, before this week is over. And if not, and if it continues to go up along with the sentiment, something happens. Roy and Katie comes in out of nowhere, and bam, he just buys like $1 million worth of call contracts for, I don't know, next Friday, $28 strike, creates gamma pressure, gamma hedging, and all of a sudden this starts going off like crazy. And all of a sudden we end up creating. Use your wild imagination at that point. But that would be freaking wild. That would be crazy. Then you can make your decision from there. But for now, be conservative. Play it safe. Please. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, what's going on here? All right. Okay, we got this, what is this, a 21 moving average here curling up? Okay. All right. Okay. Just building up. Building up. It's doing an arc. Again, we do see this 9 MA crossing under the 21. The VWAP is just right in between. So we do not want that to fall right underneath it and underneath the 50, which is at 2664. Okay? So for reference, look at SPY futures, look at what's happening with Bitcoin. That's going to tell you right there what the sentiment is for the market. Wait until 8:30 in the morning to see what happens with GDP and how it will affect the markets. All right. But for now, we're going to have to just wait and see. All right. And the same thing goes for AMC. AMC is just pretty much I'm sorry to say this, but it's pretty much a shit show right now with its barcoding and all that. I'm pretty sure everybody loves to see a nice barcoding. I mean, what was the volume? 8.91 million in volume. Average for the past 3 months at 9.98 million, almost 10 million shares traded. An average volume. God. But what's insane about that is just how it's just been able to stay within that $3 level for so long, as I can remember. I mean, except around this time here, around what was this? Around middle of February when it went up to like 377, 380, something like that. But my goodness, like overall though, Jesus. For now, I mean, right now it's just literally.
without a doubt. But all I know is, I mean, like I said, I'm look. This is just gonna be a constant thing. Just adding shares on top of all of that. I mean, like what can you do? This is just a waiting game right now. It's just to see. Obviously, this was, and this is still is a psychological game. It's a psychological war on retail to see who can last the longest without breaking, cracking, giving up, letting go of everything. You know, this is what it is. And I know this fat man is laughing. I'm not gonna say names, but you already know. But what I would rely on, in my opinion, of course, and I've said that many times, is pretty much the market correction or crash. We would need to experience, if that's where they want to take this, is to experience another 2008. And perhaps maybe we will see that one, oh, just, oh my god, it's just gonna shock everybody. It's gonna shock everybody. People will not know what to do. They will be in panic, they will be in excitement, they will be in all types of emotions. You don't even know what to do. So that's why you just gotta stay conservative, stay patient, keep holding, right? Keep holding. In the meantime, while it's sitting back in your portfolios, just waiting for that moment to come, that day to come, there's still so many out there that is calling your name and is waiting for you to get in and keep that money ball rolling. There's so many other plays, so many opportunities. It's just, you just got to keep that money ball rolling. All right. So, with that being said, we're gonna keep continuing on doing our research. Right. We're gonna keep looking for those opportunities. We're gonna prepare ourselves a lot better. All right. We're not gonna get into the emotions of what's going on with so and that and the other. All right. You know your strategies. You know what to do. Now you gotta utilize it. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be mentally ready and capable of making those decisions, and you will be greatly rewarded. Sell covered calls if you have enough. Yeah, I've never really experienced that actually. I've just done regular options, just calls and puts and shares. I've never really gotten to the point of doing covered calls or what is it, iron butterflies and strangles, saddles, condors. I don't know. There's like so many names of these option strategies, but I just like to stick with like the simple ones. I, I think my friend was also trying to get me to do cover calls, and yeah, I mean it takes a lot of patience to do that too as well, but and then it's all about timing.
But it's a good way to earn passive income too. So you're definitely not wrong about that. That's for sure. That is for sure. For sure, for sure. Um, so I need to remember I need to remind myself because oh yeah, and look at this. Earlier, Zelly, acid and titties, back at it again. Exploded in after hours. It closed at almost 52 cents, and all of a sudden there was these huge buys. Look at that volume of. Let's see on the 5 minute chart here. You got a volume of 20,600 shares, 6,000, 10,800 shares, almost 20,000 shares, 33,000 shares, 66,000 shares, 36, almost 37,000 shares. 142,122 shares traded on that candle alone. And this one right here, let's see. Yeah, it went all the way up to literally one fraction of a penny, 90 cents. 50 to 90 cents. That was like a 75% move, I think. Yeah, it was. There's no news whatsoever on what happened. So we're probably going to wait until tomorrow. We'll find out what happened. Right. Oh my God, right. We got to let Jesse know. Hold on. We got to let Jesse know. Where's Jesse at? Hold on, forward it. I'm going to forward it. No, I can't forward it like this. No, I can forward it and then chart. No, wait. No, wait. And just tag. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think she was holding on to shares of Acid and Titties. And then, because I think I checked the cost to borrow for Acid and Titties, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so as of 9:11 p.m. Eastern Time, the cost to borrow here coming back up to 69.72%, and there's only 65,000 short shares available. So we might have to keep a close eye on ASST. So that's one of them. We'll keep an eye on Watton IPO, Hong Kong IPO, April 1st listed. What else do we have here that needs to be watched? Oh, NAK. What was that, Northern Dynasty something? Which I have here on the watch list. Right here. Where is it? Here we go. NAK, Northern Dynasty Minerals. Be on the watch list. Any other stocks that you guys are keeping a close eye on? NVCT. All right, NVCT. NVCT was actually green today at 0.81%. How does this look like on the large time frame? Hmm. Looks like it's on an incline, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Hmm. Flat top, bottom, disjoint channel. Hmm. 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 Oh, wait a minute. 14 hours ago, Nuvectis Pharma announces upcoming presentations for NXP 900 at the 2025 American Association for Cancer Research meeting. A clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on the development of innovative precision medicines for the treatment of serious conditions of unmet medical need in oncology. So they announced upcoming presentations for NXP 900 at the upcoming 2025 American Association for Cancer Research meeting, taking place from April 25th to April 30th next month in Chicago. Here is the Here are the details. Hmm. Looking that grab the other day. Grab? Wait, is that the ticker symbol? Grab? Actually, let me go to Stock Titan. I need to tag him in there. Let me tag him in there. Um, what the hell? Oh, here it goes. Yeah, let me see something here. GARB? Grab Holdings Limited? Oh, okay. Well, this looks nice. It's got a nice uptrend there. Oh. Wow. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Big JR, what's up? What is up with Big JR? All right, y'all. I'm saying hi in between workout sets. Crazy market day. Yes, sir. It was crazy indeed. Lots of ups and downs, but mostly downs. Especially GME. Lots of downs for GME. Nixie was down negative 11.36%. But G Bucks closed apparently at 7.76% in the green, 639. And the way that G Bucks is looking on the 5 minute, oh my gosh. Yeah, something is brewing. Something is definitely brewing for that stock, in my opinion. Yeah, been a close eye. Oh my god. Yeah, look at this. Grab. If you can see the ADX on the daily, this actually is
The 80x is green. The 80x is green, which could lead to further upside for grab. MACD getting a little bounce there too. Very nice. I like this setup here, because now you got the 13 possibly getting a bullish crossover with the 48. 1348 combination right there. And if that's the case, heck, I want to put an alert for 485 and 5 right here, which seems to be the next level of resistance for grab. So $5 a share. You can put that. 450 would probably be considered support. Scaling profitability while expanding its super app ecosystem 11 hours ago. Ride hailing service. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look more into that one. $4.78, closed up 5.29% in the green. Like that. G-Bucks looking good. Wild. While such low volume, and it makes big moves. Yeah. Kind of reminds you of another OTC stock that we know. Zim. We'll take a look at Zim. And eventually I would have to start wrapping things up here. Oh, what the hell is this? What happened here? Oh, whoa. What? Whoa, wait, hold on. Damn, that's pretty high for dividends. Look at that. The last dividend was paid $3.17 per share just 2 days ago. Oh no, the payment date is going to be on April 3rd. $3.17 per share. Last time, December 9th, was $3.65. Wow. But that's every quarter, So Zim integrated shipping services. With that drop, and it had earnings on the 12th. They had good earnings. They beat the earnings per share and revenue. But I don't know what that sell-off is all about. It just pretty much made a gap. All the way up to 18 bucks. I think it says there. So it's probably going to be a gap to eventually look forward to filling, if it does. But let's see. Let's see. Zim integrated shipping is maintained at underweight by Barclays, and their price target was cut from $16 a share to $13.50. Zim. Zim updates on withholding tax procedures on April 2025 cash dividend. Oh, it's from Israel. Oh, this company's from Israel. Okay. It's a global container liner shipping company. Hereby updates that in connection with a dividend distribution expected to take place on April 3rd, 2025, as previously announced by the company on March 12th. um, the dividend, the previously obtained tax ruling from the Israeli tax authority on tax withholding procedures relating to the payment on the dividend to the company's shareholders, the ruling will apply. As a result of the ruling, certain shareholders of the company may be eligible to a reduced Israeli withholding tax rate with respect to their share of this dividend in comparison to the generally applicable withholding tax rate um, under certain terms and conditions as set forth below. The description provided below is not intended to constitute a complete analysis of withholding tax rate procedures relating to the distribution of the dividend, nor does it address the actual tax liability of any of the shareholders, but merely relates to the Israeli withholding tax procedures relating to the distribution of the dividend, other than the dividend previously declared by the company to be paid on April 3rd, 2025. There is no guarantee that the company will declare additional dividends in the future. So, wow. So you think that's the reason why the stock actually went down like that? Shareholders are advised to consult their own tax and financial advisors concerning the tax consequences of each particular situation, as well as any tax consequences that may arise under the laws of any state, local, foreign, or other taxing jurisdiction. For the avoidance of doubt, the agent IBI Trust Management has been retained by Zim for the purpose of coordinating certain procedures relating to the ruling, and it is not intended that the agent will provide any tax advice to any of the shareholders, who are encouraged to consult their own tax and financial advisors. Hmm. Okay. And that was 6 days ago. But I mean, like, let me do something real quick. I know this is gonna be freaking stupid, but give me 1 second. Can you summarize this in baby terms and what it will, and is it the reason why Zim is selling off? Okay, sure. Here's a super simple breakdown. Okay, so Zim is paying a dividend of $3.17 per share on April 3rd to shareholders who own it by March 24th. Israel usually taxes dividends at 25 to 30%, but some investors might pay less tax if they qualify under special rules. To get the lower tax rate, shareholders have to fill out forms and send them to a company handling the tax stuff, IBI Trust Management. The company isn't giving tax advice, so everyone should check with their own tax people. Now, about the sell off, it's very possible. Dividend stocks often drop after announcing a payout because 1. Big investors cash out before the ex dividend date to lock in profits. 2. Tax confusion or without withholding issues can spook some investors. Oh, that could be a possibility of why it's selling off. And 3, Zim's financials. Maybe people think they won't keep paying big dividends in the future. So I feel like maybe it could be number 2 and 3. So it's like if they're not getting benefit of the fact that